APC plots to extend Buhari's tenure through Osinbajo, Malami ticket, Bangboshi. Okay, a chieftain of the new Nigerian People's Party (NNPP) and national coordinator, Council Concerned advocate for good governance, CAGG, Barrister Olusegun Bangboshi, on Friday claimed that the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) has concluded plan to extend the tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari come 2023. He said the party wants to achieve this through the cabal, which, according to him, has zeroed down on Osinbajo Malami ticket tentatively. Okay, the senior lawyer further claimed that the national leader of the party, Bola Asiwaju Tinubu, has been rejected on two grounds. He warned that Nigerians must be aware of this disaster plan and stand against it, adding that Osinbajo government will further worsen the economic and political situation of this country. Giving him Tinubu the APC tickets will certainly alter the status quo which commenced with Obasanjo's administration in terms of religion, he told Daily Post. He, as Christian, had Atiku, a Muslim, as his running mate. It's widely accepted that Buhari, being a Muslim, should ordinarily be succeeded by a Christian president. Secondly, and the most pronounced reason why Tinubu has been ruled out is that in the history of politics in Nigeria, there has never been a time that a Northern Christian represented in the interest of the North as per presidency. I sincerely doubt if they will change that status quo because of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, in other words, bearing a last-minute change. Osinbajo Malami ticket has been endorsed by the power broker in APC. However, the endorsement is meant to extend Buhari's tenure by proxy. Osinbajo won't be allowed to create any meaningful impact as president and will always be remotely controlled by some cabal in the government. He will always pay homage to Buhari and the cabals in anything he does. Professor Osinbajo has not been useful as vice president. He has not been able to secure the release of Lay Shuaib to date. The rest of the students of the Belter Baptist students are still in the den of the abductors. One would have expected him to ensure their release, but he has been mute to the delight of the cabals and presidency, who are seeing him as an obedient servant. He has failed to behave like biblical Esther, who rescued her people from destruction even at the risk of her being killed by the king. The 1 million Nigerian question is, if he could not perform as vice president, how sure are we that he will perform as president, who when his same cabal is still be at the corridor of power? The APC has also considered the enormous influence of Pastor Adeboye before zeroing down on Osinbajo. The choice of Malami is strategic. He is also the leader of the cabals at the presidency and will be in position to effectively checkmate Osinbajo if their plans work out. Nigerians should be aware of this disastrously planned by APC to further worsen the economic and political situation of this country. This situation under Osinbajo will be worse because he won't be allowed to be effective, just as Gabashew has on several occasions took over its responsibility. Nigerians must stand up to say no to this grand conspiracy to extend Buhari's tenure by proxy. We would reject any form of the third term for Buhari. Okay, so Buhari wants to go for third term, but through Osinbajo. Well, we have to thank God that this conspiracy has been leaked out. That's if the news is true. Anyways, because we all know that this is they are all playing politics with all of us in Nigeria. We have nothing to say, because each time anyone comes out to say anything, that person's life is always at risk and in danger. So we don't know if what this person is saying is true. But as it stands right now, we are not going to allow this whole scenario to take place, because the reason why I said it's a scenario is because there is no way we're going to endure what we've been enduring since 2015. So now they kept on telling us that they are going to take us to the promised land, and we are still where we are. Let's go to the comment section and hear people's take on this. Oshibajo is tied to Tinubu appendage and won't be controlled by any cabal. His boss Tinubu is also powerful. Is a powerful cabal, okay? Oshibajo will make the worst president if given the chance, because he's too weak and will be controlled by Buhari and the cabals, okay? He will be the best. He will be the best. It's because the constitution that did not give any power to the vice president except the one the president assigned him to do. That's why we don't know what he can do. The time Baba was sick and handed power to him, didn't you see drastic changes? Yes, indeed we did. We saw drastic changes, and Oshibajo really did well then. But immediately Baba came back, he changed everything drastically again, and they started to make Oshibajo the scapegoat by trying to put all the blames of wrong things in his place. They started blaming him for so many things. Oshibajo will make the worst president. Anyways, all this nonsense, Oshibajo cannot hold. Oshibajo will be a better president for the country rather than anyone you can think of. Okay, you can think of, including, okay, and a fool that cannot see beyond his nose what impact has Oshibajo made in the past 6 years. Ask your conscience, okay? Continuation of APC Buhari government is a death sentence to the nation, okay? And why can't Bangboshi pay more attention to his non-existing party, okay, instead of babbling into the affairs of other parties? He should strategize on how his party will present an alternative platform for Nigerian. That is exactly what he said. He said that they only want good governance for Nigeria, even if they don't win in their party. It doesn't really matter, but all they want is good governance. That is what he said. So you shouldn't deviate from the matter by blaming the man who has just come to rescue us from barbaric plan of the party called APC. So what we should just say is to thank him rather than giving him bad names. Well, you can go to the comment section and share your take on this article. Thanks for listening.